There's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to you guys with another after show. Before I get started, you already know what to do. Run up them like button. Okay, run up that like button, run up that like button. So today we're talking about the trailer, and we're also talking about Blueface and Chrisean. Mostly the trailer, because I know you guys been waiting for that versus the Blueface and Chrisean, because that was like a commercial break to us versus what we're getting with Baddies. Okay, so I'll put on my notes and stuff. Is the next episode of finale? I don't think the next episode of the Blueface thing is the finale. I think they have a couple more, probably 2 more after next week's episode, and then it's gonna end. So let's get on this trailer. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta give Nally her flowers. Nally did her one. She did her big one with this. She did her really big one with this. The trailer looked actually really, really good. It looked entertaining. Okay. It looks like this season actually has substance versus just going out to the club and coming back. Okay, especially with Kat crying about C19. I'm guessing the reason why Kat was probably crying about C19 is because it affected her business. That's what I'm getting from this. But let's get into my cliff notes. Okay, so Scotty crying and getting into it with Natalie. Okay, let's get into that. Scotty, he was active. Why did you think Natalie was your friend? Okay, we seen her do this time and time again with her fighting her friends in order to get good storyline and good content for the show. Why she thought Natalie was her friend, I don't know why. It did make me feel bad though. I'm not gonna lie, this clip right here, when she was crying, telling Natalie to stop and don't hit her, because people are saying this is right after the whole Rock thing happened when they were on live with Rock, and apparently, I guess Scotty thought it was funny, and she started laughing. It was like, okay, and Natalie didn't like that, so Natalie popped her. It knocked her upside her head. So that, to me, it made me feel bad watching her cry. So we have a scene where she's literally crying to Natalie. It was like, I thought you were my friend. I thought we were besties. Okay, like bawling. So we have a scene like that, right? And then also the Razor versus Scotty thing. That to me is already confusing because it's giving SA. Did Scotty, did you touch Razor's Big Debbie cakes without her permission? It's giving you were grabbing on her Big Debbie cakes. I dropped the link also if you guys want to call in. Of course, I'm going to start taking calls once I run through everything I got to run through. The link is pinned. Did you grab her Big Debbie cakes, Scotty, without her permission? Because it seems that's why she's mad. All right? Because she was just like, I told you stop touching me. Told you stop touching me. So it's giving you grab the Debbie cakes. Okay, so we need clarification on that because Scotty, if you're not gonna get active, you can't be touching up on people. Okay, and then we see Biggie get into a Rolly. Big Biggie getting into a Rolly. Not gonna lie, Big Biggie gives. Y'all, she gives. Okay, during this trailer, some of the looks she had, okay, some of the makeup and all that, she gives. Okay, I was expecting her to look a little rough and a little Big Biggie. Okay, I expected her to give the Big Biggie energy, and she wasn't giving that energy during the trailer. She actually was giving a baddie. So shout out to Big Biggie. And somebody said minus the kitten heel, so minus the kitten heels. But no, she was giving in the trailer. So shout out to Biggie because yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That caught me by surprise. Okay. So Stuttgart ends up calling out Tommy and Big Biggie. That was iconic to me because we never really seen that in a long period of time since Megan did it on BGC Mexico with the anybody want to fight. So with her saying, I want to fight you, and your mama too, that was iconic. Okay, I told y'all Stuttgart is going to be that it girl of the season. I really am excited to see her on this show. So her doing that to me was one of the best moments of the trailer. And Biggie and Rolly getting into it, I knew that was going to happen. Something about Biggie's personality, I know isn't going to mesh the best with Rolly's personality. They just seem like two people that are really, oh, not the light going out. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. What happened? Okay, oh, I see what happened, y'all. Ooh, technical difficulties. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we back. You see how the devil working hard, y'all? We back. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Anyways, all right, let's get back. So them getting into it to me didn't really surprise me. We saw that she unfollowed Biggie after the whole trip and everything like that. So you could kind of tell they're going to get into it a lot. Probably a couple times during this season. Because we see her yelling at Biggie during the trailer. So the private jet. Who recorded that? And who was that without a wig on a private jet? That looks like Razor. Okay, that looked like Razor in the private jet because it looked like. Let me tell y'all what it looked like. It looked like somebody was filming that footage on a it's not a tripod, but those planes, the plane cameras, that like they put it's on a little airplane and then they fly. It looked like somebody was filming on a drone. Yeah, a drone. It looked like somebody was filming it on a drone because the footage looked like it was coming from the air. So I'm like, I know the Zeus cameras, and they ain't up there elevating the camera that high. You feel me? So it looked like a drone footage. But that did that look like in the private jet fighting? Because it looks like Razor giving uncensored. Rock said she's not doing another season, apparently. I don't believe that. I feel like if the check is right, she's going to do it. And plus, Rock gives me the type that doesn't read her contracts. And she's probably contracted to do 50 more seasons of Baddies, and she doesn't even know it. I can guarantee you Lemmy made her sign some crazy contract like that. So we're going to see her again. Trust me. We're going to see her again. All right. So another thing in the trailer, too, it looks like Kat's not going to be shown a lot. That's one thing I noticed. We barely seen Kat. The only time we seen her is her running up the flight of was it the bus, running down the bus, screaming, talking about get up or whatever she was saying. So it looks like we're not going to see a whole lot of a Kat in the season, which is disappointing because a lot of us were kind of wanting Kat to come back, but Kat got her tongue so because she wasn't in the trailer barely. Okay. The trailer, I think, I give it a 9 out of 10 because we got to see a lot. Okay, we got to see a whole lot, and it looked like it had a lot of content in it. So that's why I was really excited about it. And another thing in the trailer too, I wanted to talk about. Rock talking about it's her show, okay, and then Tommy being like, "Oh no, it's not. We're not all sharing like we're all sharing a platform. We're not all on your platform. Like it's not your platform. Like who do you think you are? I will say this: Rock does bring views, but don't act like we didn't know who Tommy was before she got on this show. Because I knew who she was. A lot of people knew who Tommy was. So Rock kind of saying that it's like she's getting a big head. To be honest, saying that she's sharing a platform as if she's giving them a chance to shine, while Zeus gave her the chance to shine, or else she would have still been on the OnlyFans with the Blue Girls. So she getting a little too big for her britches for her to really be thinking like that. No wonder Natalie got mad and irritated with her during that whole bus ride or that limo ride or whatever it was on. Okay. T Money says she's losing teeth and brain cell. I'd watch Tommy over Rock any day. Yeah, to me, Rock, she's entertaining. Don't get me wrong, but she's so ignorant that you sort of feel dumb when you watching her. Like you feel like you becoming her. But when you watch Tommy, she's actually funny. Like if you go back and watch the old seasons of Love and Hip Hop, Tommy's actually really funny. That's what a lot of people don't know. Because the people that watch Juice, they're not too familiar with like the Love and Hip Hops and stuff like that. Some of them are, but like some of them never watched Love and Hip Hop, so they was kind of new to who Tommy was. So they don't really know how Tommy get down. So yeah, that's what I really thought of the trailer. Shout out to Natalie. Okay, I'm gonna give you your flowers. You did you a big one. Okay, but what you did to Scotty, you gonna pay for that. Okay, you getting a little old, so your hip about to give out for what you did to Scotty. Because you hit your friend unwarranted for storyline purposes. That's sad, Natalie. Seriously. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take my first caller of the night. We got Bia.
Hey.
What's up? What'd you
Where are we
think of the
starting with?
trailer?
So we starting with the trailer? Okay, hold on. Let me grab my notes.
Well, season 3 back. They coming for your spot.
Coming for it, okay? Because I heard my voice in your yearly recap, and I was like, okay. We starting with Baddies. Chrisean is annoying. That impression that Natalie did of her at the end of the trailer was spot on because she's a pit bull. Like, there's no home training there whatsoever. I really want Stunna Girl to stay. This is the Stunna show at some point during the season because it is. Like, and it sucks because you got all of these girls, so the focus really shouldn't be on one. But based on the trailer, it's like everybody featuring Stunna. So I want her to say it. I want her to give us old BGCT. This is the Natalie show. Yes, this is the Stunna show. Okay, this is Stunna featuring Baddies because that's what it's giving.
Not gonna lie, when Rolly said, "Stunna Girl, where you at? Let me show you how to stunt." She ate that.
She did.
Of course,
she did. She got that one.
She did.
She got that one for sure.
Okay, Rolly.
I hope the situation with Razor and Scotty brings about a serious conversation about consent between women. Because women will be in the club and, you see a Big Debbie cake just buffering near you.
Shaking. And you're
baking.
grabbing.
It's rising. And, it's very much so like women to grab, to smack, to do all the things that men want to do, but get smacked if they do.
Yeah.
And we all know Scotty likes girls. So I'm thinking Razor probably doesn't. And so she's crossing that line. I am hard pressed to believe that Scotty didn't touch Razor in any way.
Right, because she was very passionate about it. She said, "Do not touch me, okay? I'm not with the kitty clicking."
Exactly. And so, for Scotty's first rebuttal to be like, "I didn't touch your cat. So what did you touch?" Wow. So what did you touch, Scotland? And so I really think that may be a big aspect of what their argument about. And I hope that they're able to actually have a conversation about that. I know they won't, but it is something that needs to happen. Even when Megan Thee Stallion was on tour all the time, she was telling her female fans, "Hey, I know y'all love me. I know my cakes are huge, but can you not stick a finger up my skirt? You're doing too much. It's okay to be amazed. It's okay to drool over it, look at it, but sometimes you got to know when to draw the line."
Yeah.
Also, Stunna Girl's wigs was looking a little stunted in this the rumors may be true.
You say that she looked like she got hit by a stun gun and then
You know, all I could think about was Biggie's live where she was like, "Oh, Stunner Girl's wigs in the house was looking crazy," and people were like, nobody's hair looks good all the time, which I agree with. But
right.
I don't know, man. It
You
was
think she
giving
was
like
the same hair salon that Shanae used to go to off the market?
I think she just pulled the wigs out of her luggage and fluffed them like a shirt and then slapped them on her head. And that's the
Yeah.
consequence of fighting all the time because your hair will never always be done. I also thought it was very interesting to see Natalie trying to fight Scotty of all people. Like, super corny. Super, 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 super
And
corny.
disappointing.
Very, very disappointing, especially because we all know that if there is a weakest link in terms of fighting, Scotty's that.
Right.
She was just your get active partner, your Dubai girl, and now she's crying to you saying that, yo, I thought you were my friend, and you're not being very friend-like to me. It's one of those situations where you got to look back, and I know Scotty in the back of her mind is thinking about Jayla in that moment.
Right.
Because people move with if it's not happening to me, it doesn't matter. But how many people have to say that this is what this girl does for y'all to take heed to that and treat her accordingly? Like, real friends argue, real friends cry, yes. But the minute you try to fight me, and for Scotty to be saying, wait, she didn't want to fight her. So it's like, Natalie, like, you're not gonna get cool points for that, okay? It's corny. Biggie's voice makes my ears bleed. It's just bad. I feel bad.
To me, I didn't mind her with this trailer because I feel like I was gonna get a lot more irritation from her. She actually gave in this trailer. I'm not gonna lie, especially with the
look she was giving when she had like the green and black hair and they were on the couch sitting next to Rolly. I was like, okay, Biggie, like you're coming through for Rhode Island. I respect it. Do your big one, but that voice, I don't. I can't do it. Also, that scene where like you see like all the cameras like ducking and running, which I'm guessing is the night that the Pow Pows were involved after Flo's life. That was very interesting to see, and I'm very interested to see how they go about displaying
I'm surprised
that.
they didn't insert a little. I was waiting on it, but I didn't hear it.
I'm praying they put a trigger warning, something on there, because things have gotten too far. And it sucks to see. There's gonna be a lot of fights. Like I said, Stunner Girl don't have any brains, but she has heart. So shout outs to her. Run your fade if that's how you feel. I want to fight you and I want to fight you. And I also understand Biggie's aspect where she's like, I don't like this girl, but I have to play nice with her for the sake of the show. No. That's all I have for Baddies. I also have notes for Blue.
What's up with Blue and Rock?
First of all, did you see all of those clothes hanging over the banister in the beginning of the episode? Was it dry or broken?
Listen, at this point, we seen them last episode. Didn't take a shower after getting
I noticed that too. I was like,
DV
it's
situation.
A little tart.
Oh, you shouldn't be surprised at nothing.
I was disgusted. What else did I write? Oh, so I also noticed how at the start of the episode he was asking her, like, when you see yourself in the mirror, you don't feel crazy with your face all jacked? And it was like going through one ear and out. It's like one of those things. He's so
He's like lightly
intentional.
Yeah. He just basically told her without saying it, you look like a fool with you tattooed on your face.
Yes. Yes. He says it without having to outright say it. And he knows he's so much smarter than her, especially when it comes to directly being indirect. And all I could do was sit there like, girl, he's looking at you like a fool. And you're just like, I love you, daddy. Abuse, shame. I thought it was also funny that his mother called what happened with her family a joke. She was like, you guys are all clowns, but we're not clowns.
Right.
Also,
she basically was saying, you guys are ghetto and I'm not.
Yes. I also would like to know what kind of horse tranquilizer Chrisean was smoking on during that meetup, because I've never seen her so cold in
When I tell you, I was like, oh my God, Chrisean about to pop off in 3, 2, 1. And she was
Same.
really holding. That's what I said in my recap. She was really holding it in. And I'm like, thank God she
Same.
was on high. Because
I
if she
don't
was
know
sober, it would
what.
have went a whole nother way.
There had to be something strong rolled between those papers. Like, I don't know what Blue promised her to have her, because there were so many instances rather, where Carlissa would take little jabs at her. And I was like, I wouldn't stand for that, but it ain't me, you know? And I'm like, I know, well, I don't know her, but based on how she acts, I'm surprised that she's just taking it. But then you see her eyes get low, and
Right.
she's just sitting there when they're all like trying to fight each other. I was like,
Right.
okay, yeah, she's gone. Callie, his sister, is gorgeous, but I think that she really, really, really wants to fight Chrisean because she doesn't like the fact that it's in the streets that Chrisean beat her up.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
anytime they start speaking, even with a one-on-one, like you bring up a like, we're sitting here, we're trying our best to make amends or whatever the case may be, or just come to common ground. And the next thing out of your mouth is, you didn't beat my butt though. And it's like, what am I supposed to say to that? Like, you want to go again? Like, I thought that we were here trying to better this, but you keep bringing up this situation. You want to fight her. You want to
Right.
fight her.
A
You
lot of
feel
people
like,
don't know one of the people that caused Rock to become Snaggletooth Rock is the sister. Like, she was one of the people that pulled
really?
up on Rock, yes, on season 1 of Blue Girls Club with Blueface baby mom Jaden to get Rock. And that's when Rock ran into the ceramic horse and broke her tooth. And that's why the brother was saying, you're scared of my sister, you're HO, you're HO. He was talking about that situation. I know he was confusing tonight's episode. If you don't follow them closely, you're gonna be confused.
Yeah, because I did not know that. And I thought it was also interesting how when the sister started to buck up in that argument, what came out of Blueface's mouth was, shut up, you already got your butt beat. So I was like, what's really happening here? Like,
that because they got into that fight in the parking lot in the driveway.
Yeah, I remember like seeing like the clips of that or whatever, where she urinated on herself. That was a terrible experience, and I feel like that's why she wants like redemption in a sense, where it's like, nah, there were too many things going on. But I mean, you crashed a party where she and her friends would be. What did you really expect to happen? Blueface's brother, I need to see about that. I have to check my watch to see what time it is.
You gotta get the Instagram.
I just need a little tea. That's it. It really is, like you said, his mother is like trying to be a puppet master in these incidences, because that even as a child to someone, if someone disrespects your parent, you're gonna go all out for them.
Right.
And she knows that. So she's giving them the story that isn't really the story. She's giving them her version of the truth, because that will make them rally around her more without thinking twice, because that's their mother. Right. Whereas Blue somehow has the sanity to be able to have like calm conversations with them and say, that's not what happened. And that's why he's always going to win when it comes to him and Rock, because she explodes too quickly to use critical thinking, whereas he is going to sit down, he'll let you, speak your piece, and then he's going to come at you with the truth, hopefully, in most cases. But it's a sucky situation to be in. I don't think that anything is really dead between any of them.
Oh no, they're still throwing shade at each other to this day. Like to this day, yesterday, the day before on Instagram, I was keeping up and watching Instagram. So it's like nothing really changed, to be honest. This episode was months ago. Nothing's really progressed.
It was filler. It was filler for sure. And I thought it was also interesting about how Rock was saying, oh yeah, she did all this because she wanted you to get her a new house. That's why she flipped out about the whole house situation. And she's like, oh, I'm not going to use my money. I'm going to use your money. And I'm like, oh my God, like she's the sort of person you cannot satisfy. And it's just one of those things that you just learn to live with, which I guess she's doing. But when you have a hothead like Rock beside you, it's hard to kind of do that. Overall, episode, I guess the sucky thing is that last week's episode had so much going on that it's very hard to compete.
This episode's actually okay. It was just, I could tell a lot of it was filmed in one day.
Yes.
That's what it's giving. I can tell this was all filmed in one day. I can tell after they filmed the whole family thing, they told the mama and Cali to change, go to the mama house. We're gonna film at the mama house. Y'all gonna do 2 separate scenes. We're gonna collide them, and then that's gonna be that. That's gonna go our episode. Okay.
I
Any
also
final
agree
thoughts?
with you. When Carlissa walked in the room, I was like, "Oh God, this would be so good if they started fighting."
Oh yeah, she thought about it for a quick second. Like it was a quick split second. She
Give
thought
her a
about it and then
signal.
she sat down. She was just like, "Never mind."
My feet hurt.
Any final thoughts on both of these series?
I'm excited for Baddies. I hope, looking at Chrisean drink a bottle of Añejo Patron while sitting across from a licensed therapist in an attempt to quote unquote get help. She needs to be euthanized.
Not a dog.
There's no saving her until she's ready to save herself. That's what I'll say about that. I'm very excited for Baddies. I cannot wait for next Sunday so we can go over this. Everybody liked the video. That's it for me.
All right, night. Someone said, "Do you guys think it will get a second season?" I do think it's gonna get a second season. And I feel like the second season is gonna be more focused on them individually. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of scenes with them together. I feel like it's gonna be some scenes with Rock dealing with her family, and then her being in the studio, and it's gonna be with Blue dealing. We're gonna see more of Jaden probably next season, and him being in the studio. That's what I think it's gonna be. But I do think they're gonna get a second season for sure. And people keep mentioning the whole Flo thing. Someone said Flo gonna be on the show next. She's moving like Tanisha speaking on the show and beefing with the girls and acting shady. Flo's never gonna do the show. I don't know why you guys even think that. That's not gonna happen. Okay, Flo has gray hairs. Shout out to Flo though. I actually like her because she predicted something. All right, next person, Kai. Please do not curse. Hello. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. What do you think?
I was gonna say, how are you, Pierre? How are you?
I'm good.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was on. I was like, oh, I'm on. Thank you.
I'm good. What you think about tonight's episode?
To be honest with you, I was working, so I actually missed some of it. I got a glimpse of the sit down with Blue's mom, Chrisean, and all them kind of stuff.
Right.
And I want to ask your opinion because I didn't get to catch your recap. So who do you think? Who do you think was really in the wrong? Because people in the comment section on the Zeus page saying that the brother is wrong, this and that. I said I don't feel like he was really wrong.
This is what I think, and I said on my recap. I don't think the brother is wrong for feeling some type of way about somebody hopping on his mama because that's his mama. But the mama was wrong for throwing Gatorade bottles and Jack glass jars at Chrisean, expecting Chrisean not to hit her. Because the brother was basically saying she should have just walked out the house when she started doing that. Not everybody's like that. Exactly. Some people, you're going to get a reaction out of it.
Yeah, and I always will. Like, this is the only thing I said. I said, because now she's done fought his mom. He's fought her dad. When it comes to the point when you guys are putting hands on each other's parents, I think the relationship needs to end.
Right.
Like, because I would never want to be with my dad is not disrespectful like Chrisean's dad is. I can't be with a guy that's going to put his hands on my dad. So once that happened, the relationship has to end. But Chrisean doesn't see nothing wrong with it. He obviously doesn't see nothing wrong with she fighting his family members. Right. That's always like the weirdest stuff. Like, they're just like the oddest couple ever. Like, the stuff that shouldn't fly, they don't see any problem with it. And that's the craziest thing to me.
Right.
Exactly. And someone said a season. You really think the show will get a season 2?
I think so. I think they're gonna get a season 2 for sure. Like I said, they're gonna make it more complex. This to me was like a little trial run, and the next season they're gonna really hype it up. Because you got people were still tuning in because Baddies was on. They did that on purpose. Zeus is very slick. I told y'all, Lemmy is a devil in a black jacket, so he made sure to not air Baddies at the same time because he knew that people wouldn't watch it. But since there's nothing else to watch, let's watch Chrisean and Rock.
Oh, 2 more quick things about this before we get into Baddies. First, is Jaden gonna be on this season?
I don't think so. I think she's gonna be on next season. She is gonna be on Megan James show, the Side Chicks of LA. So check her out on there. Shout out to Megan.
She gonna be the side chick?
I don't know. Y'all go ahead and watch.
I can't watch a show like that. Real side chicks. I love Megan. I can't watch a show like that. And second half, Dang, what was I about to say about Chrisean? Oh, also,
Wait, when you ask, is she gonna be the side chick? You talking about Jaden?
yeah, Jaden.
Yeah, that I don't know. I thought you said you thought you were meaning Megan, but no, Jaden.
I,
Jaden, I don't know.
I said, yeah, I knew that Megan was like
Yeah,
producing
she's
or
the
something
executive
like that.
producer of her show.
Yeah, I said,
Mhm.
even though I love Megan and I want to support stuff she does, I just can't
Right.
support a show like that. I'm so sorry. And man, I just totally forgot the next one about Blueface, but we can move on to Baddies.
Yeah.
Really like the trailer. It's about time, which I knew it was going to air today, and then it's going to air next Sunday, which they kind of always do.
Right.
And actually, I was the one that told you that Natalie got into it with Scotty the night that Chrisean slapped her, but we see in the trailer she does go off on Chrisean, but does she swing? We don't know.
No, I highly doubt it. And plus, after Rock sees how she was making fun of her drinking them things from that fridge, she's gonna hit Natalie during your year. I told you, I'm telling you, Natalie gonna lose my hip.
Like that caught me totally off guard at the end when they showed Natalie doing that. Oh my god! But she was dead. She was like really spot on with it. That's the funniest part about
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
And it actually, Stunner Girl. That's who it is. I don't know. Like some of the fights I'm seeing, she don't look like she's winning. Just saying.
Stunner Girl
From
was getting
what we can see,
stunted.
from what we saw, mind you, we only see like half a second of those things.
Mhm.
We like we saw. You see, like at the end where Tommy like swung, and
Yeah.
they were like really face to face, and I was like, ooh, it's like Tommy got her. Look like Tommy got her.
Oh
But
yeah.
like, but that's the same thing I said last time when I was on with you. It's like I was thinking like with her going on social media, like talking all that, I would have thought that she was actually doing some damage. And from what it looked like in the trailer, I don't see any of that. I see her. She definitely don't. She won't back down. I can respect that. But does your hands match your mouth? Don't seem
Right.
like. Well, the fight with her and Biggie,
Big
maybe
B.
yeah, it wasn't when they were outside. It seemed like she kind of got one up on Biggie, but then again, we didn't see the whole fight. I really want to see what happened with her and Rolly. That's what I'm interested in.
I think it's because she kept talking about, you know, when somebody hates someone so bad, then you just keep talking about them, and then you're around that person that keeps talking about them so much, then you're just like, shut up.
Exactly.
I think it was one of those moments.
And I'm so surprised that her and Chrisean got along. I thought her and Chrisean would have bumped heads in the house.
To me, listen, this how I feel. If people gonna get mad, whatever. I feel like Rolly's playing chess. She knows that Chrisean has a lot of fans, and she knows that she has a lot of pull when it comes to Zeus. I'm not saying she has a lot of pull backstage, but like over the fans. People just love Rock because she can fight. So I feel like if she feels like if she gets into it with Rock constantly, the fans are gonna hate her like they do Slim. Because people them Zeus fans cannot stand Slim. She could just say A and they're just like, oh, shut up.
I like Slim. That's the sad. I really like Slim. Like I know people don't like, but it's like I've liked her since she was on One More Chance, and then when she came on this show, I just liked her. And I'm not a huge fan of Chrisean, but I have some like for her. But I'm not gonna just hate Slim because Rock doesn't like her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of fan. But that's the same thing with Rolly because that would always like, even though we're going into Slim, even though she's not on the show, but that's always got me like Rolly. Like this girl is constantly bullying and beating up your best friend. Yet you want to hang with her and you want to do music with her. This, and that. That always sat really weird with me with Rolly. That she's willing to like. Because Slim, like you honestly, if it was the roles were reversed, Slim would not be doing stuff with Chrisean if Rolling and Chrisean had all this. But so you can kind of see who kind of runs who in that friendship. Just saying, just saying, just saying. And
I
also,
agree with you. I agree with you.
yeah, but I'm very excited to see Kat again. I love her. Loved her since BDC 5. I kind of knew she wasn't going to be fighting because she just seemed like she's kind of over the fight. She seemed like she's a grown and she's like trying to be classy, and I can kind of respect that. We did see the stuff with Lo. So actually, Lo was saying stuff to Chrisean from what we can see. I thought that Lo was just sitting there minding her business. Chrisean ran up on her. Maybe that still could be the case, but we saw that it was actually some dialogue going on, which probably, you know, when you give Chrisean that, when you go back and forth with her, she's gonna end up swinging.
Right.
So,
the thing is, Chrisean cannot. She's a child. Like she can't do the verbal combat back and forth. She's not witty. So it's like when she comes across somebody witty, you know, this is the same person who said, "Why your dress got a collar?" So she probably said, like, why you too snackle? And then Rock just hit her.
Exactly. But then you see Low ran up.
Oh
It was
yeah,
like
she did.
multiple. It was multiple. It was like what 2-3 rounds.
I think
And I thought
she said in her song she got her lick back.
she maybe had, but I still don't think she won though. I'm pretty sure she probably got a good lick, and it was obvious. But actually, I am very excited for this season. Her Natalie and I knew Natalie was gonna. I said, looking at this cast, the only person that looks like Natalie will fight is Scotty, and I kept thinking, no, she's not gonna fight Scotty because Scotty's a friend.
You
Obviously
was
I was
wrong.
wrong. Obviously I was wrong. And she's crying. I'm like, girl, Natalie's nobody's friend. Natalie sees it as business. I don't know if Natalie has legitimate friends because her and Jayla
Exactly.
was supposedly so close. I don't know. Are they still close, Jayla and Natalie?
I don't think so. I feel like they were close because the show was around. Like, I don't see them hanging out. I don't see them talking on social media or anything like that. And I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, just because they're not, on social media hanging out, don't mean they're not friends." Come on, these girls. Anytime they link up, they take a picture, they took a video, they go live. They're not really
Exactly.
friends like that. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, so that's all I have on that. Very excited for the season.
Mhm.
Very excited to see what Stunner Girl can do. Because, like I said, I have never, I didn't know her before this. I would like to see what she could do. Beautiful girl. Hopefully, she proves me wrong while I watch the show. Oh, and I finally remember my question about Blueface. So remember last week episode, Whack 100 said we got to get back in the studio, make some music, and make some magic. That's never
Right.
gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Sorry.
All right.
That's all I gotta say about that. And I'll
Thank
see you
you.
later.
Night. Wack 100 said we got to get in the studio like Kenny drop some beats. Okay, before I get started, before I continue, make sure you guys hit that like button because Roller Ray said the friends and the exes. Okay, they're gonna be mad if you're not hitting that like button.
It's time to finish these once and for what. Oh, and the friends, nothing to say. And the exes, still over there. Do I care? No. Oh, soon and soon.
Okay, next person I was gonna add is season 3 Baddie, but I guess there you go. I was about to say season 3 Baddie, what happened? Okay, what's going on season 3 Baddie?
Oh my God, my phone's gonna die, so I'm gonna make this as quick as I can. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't think the brother was wrong. I think low key, Rock might have been scared to fight the sister head up because I've noticed something with Rock. When she don't want to
Mhm.
fight with somebody, she usually starts saying, "You're not talking to me." Have y'all noticed that, or is it just me?
Oh, yes.
Rock always does that when she don't want to fight somebody. Okay, I just want to get that.
Ah, her phone died. Oh, when she gets it, hopefully she gets it charged up. Before I end this live. Okay, next person I'm gonna ask Angel. What is going on, Angel?
Hey Pierre.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What'd you think about the trailer in tonight's Blue and Rock episode?
Well, to be honest, I have not been watching the Chrisean and Blueface show, but I've
Mm.
definitely been updated on Baddies, and it
Uh-huh.
looked pretty crazy, so I'm very excited.
What surprised you the most during the trailer? Like, what fights and stuff surprised you the most?
Fights, I think, to be honest, we've seen all the fights already, so none of them surprised me. But I just really loved the last part when Natalie went crazy and threw the orange juice on her. It was hilarious. It was just so hilarious.
Do you think Rock's gonna get mad at that? Because I feel like she gonna feel some type of way. Like, oh, you trying to call me dirty, bro? Yeah, you trying to call me dirty, bro? I'm gonna hit you in your
Rock
chest,
is
bro.
definitely gonna go crazy because that's just Rock. She's definitely gonna go crazy off that. She's gonna say something. She's gonna say something.
Oh yes. So Natalie, next time you link up with Rod, when y'all film a reunion or something like that, you better get your knee pads ready because she gonna run up on you.
But she did it, so she has to, see what happens. She did all of that on camera, so hello.
Right. Out of all of the girls and stuff, who are you most excited to see this season based off of the trailer?
Well, based off of the trailer, I would say probably Rock, but I really wanted to see a lot more of Kat, but we didn't see that on the trailer,
Yeah.
so that's sad.
Mm-hmm. Any final thoughts on the trailer?
Well, the trailer really didn't do so crazy for me. I wanted to see more. I feel like we already seen everything basically on the trailer. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yes. See
All right.
you, Pierre.
All right, night. All right, next person I'm gonna add you guys is John Doe. John Doe, what is going on?
Hey, how's it going, Pierre?
I'm good. How are you? Are you the one last week that said you were disgusted by all this reality television?
Yeah, but not gonna lie, it's the reason why I watched to begin with. I
I had to. I knew that
I was
was
gonna
you.
watch. Yeah, but the only
Uh-huh.
reason I watched this show, the only thing I was surprised, it wasn't much fights I thought there would be in this trailer. I thought it was
Mhm.
less, and thought there would have been more. But to me, this trailer was just funny. I thought it was hilarious, especially when I saw Scotty crying. I was like, this is, I don't know that bitch. I wasn't trying to lie. I just busted out laughing. I was like, why is she crying for? It just seems ridiculous.
No, because you basically were laughing because you're like, why does she think Natalie's her friend? Right?
Just felt kind of forced. No, I felt kind of. It just felt like I don't know. It just felt kind of. The way she was crying was funny. I was like, what? The way she was just tearing up. And then I like the ending with Natalie making fun of Chrisean for being dirty because I thought it was funny too. This I could really see Rock doing that. Where she be eating her chicken bones and all that. It's funny
Right.
just to,
Natalie's
she do.
depiction is true.
Oh yeah, let me say. I think Rock's going out as a villain this season because I think when you look at the situation with Lo, she's like Lo is like she apparently she's like probably like some Tommy thing. How she was late for the studio or something. Everyone was waiting on them. And then Rock, she's back
Oh.
and she's like, "Oh well, how was I late? How was I late?" And then she's gonna hit Lo. It's gonna be like she's a kid. Like she's just gonna look dumb. She's not gonna look good this season. I think she's gonna get a bad edit, honestly.
Mm. So, oh wow! So you think Rock is gonna get a bad edit, and you think Natalie was in the producer chambers, okay, with the editing was just like you need to edit it this way because she just to sort of make the true Rock.
Nigga, she's paying. And you know what's funny? I think Natalie. Every reunion she ups it. The first time she got cussed out, the
Mhm.
second time she got a black eye, and this time she's going out of the ambulance this time at the reunion because when she fights Rock, it's done for her. I don't see her last. I think her bones will break. Kids taking a punch from her.
No, Bose, right. Natalie Bose is brittle. You know she getting up there in
Yeah,
age, and
she fight
then
because last
also
time
go ahead.
you remember she slipped in her like she's like an old lady when she slipped in her jacket last time. This time she's gonna be like just you ever seen that? You ever seen like an old lady get knocked out? So she's just gonna feel like watching Rock hit her. It's not gonna be a pretty sight.
You think Rock's gonna be mad at that whole depiction?
I'm surprised they haven't fought already. Chrisean, didn't she threaten Natalie a few times? Like, oh yeah, I should have hit you by now. And
Oh
then
yeah,
the
she did.
whole
She said I should have slapped. She said she should have slapped her when she even during the first episode of last season. She said
yeah,
when she snatched the headphones out, she should have hit her in.
that's what I'm saying. And I don't understand they were fought already. So them fighting now, it's not unexpected. I'm kind of waiting for it. Honestly,
Right.
if it was up to me, I would just want to see them all like fight each other, just like a big Royal Rumble. Like, that's the reason I used to watch the show. I
You're
want the
the
kids just
same one
watch
who
the.
said you're disgusted by all
I
this
know,
reality
but
stuff.
say, hey, I'm into because honestly, I was the reason I even got into it to begin with though, because I always had I'm always into like I guess like these like MMA kind of so watching these people brawl. It's
Mm.
entertaining to me. It's entertaining. I want to see Rock fight everyone. I want to see her fight Rolly. I want to see her fight Stunner. I want Stunner to fight Razor. See them all go out. Even though I know that's wrong, obviously, but that's just like
So wrong.
guilty pleasure for me. Like
You need to tune into what is it called? Bad Girls Boxing. Any final thoughts on the trailer?
any final thoughts? No, I will be watching. I'll probably go on the. I actually have something to talk about in the after show. I'm actually gonna watch it.
Okay. Make sure to call in next week. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, have a good one. Good night.
All right, you too. All right. Said Royal Rumble is on Now That's TV. Yeah, it's for my last call. They just called it. If you want to watch a Royal Rumble, we got shows on Now That's TV. Okay, we got South Central Baddies. Okay, all the low vibrational stuff. Zodiac House, Big Legs Baddies collection. You get to see all the girls Royal Rumble. You don't get no storylines, no nothing. It's just straight beat, 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 beat. That's all you see. So for my last caller. All right. Next caller I'm gonna add in, you guys, is JJ. What is going on?
Hey Pierre, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. What'd you think of tonight's trailer and Blue and Rock's show?
Okay, now let's start with the freaking Blue and Rock show. Okay, from the first episode, it's to me like two words. It's like it's sad yet entertaining. Like if I had to describe it, like it's just a lot of like to take in, and it's like you could see like a lot of stuff that do happen in their relationship is toxic, and they find it like it's like weird stuff that happens, but they find it to be like okay. It's like they brush it off. It's like, oh, okay, that's mine, but it's like not okay. Like a caller said earlier, like she's in a child. I feel like both of them are in a child mindset. Like you can't just blame one; you have to blame two. It's like if you fight like parents, it's like it's too much. You vacuuming glass out of somebody's head,
It's like when you tell somebody about it, they gonna be like, "She ain't do that," and then you show them, they like, "Oh wow, she did that."
bruh. Bruh, like it's just so like what the like it make you go like oh like what like who vacuums glass like Rock is a sweet girl and you could tell like
Yeah,
she puts God first, she has the right intentions, but you could tell she still has like the mindset of a child. And
right.
it's just sad because it's like she doesn't know better, and it's like she's so focused into this guy who she feels like gave her a platform, which he did, but it's like you can see y'all not good for each other, but it's like you won't let it go. And then if you pay attention on the show today when he was talking with his mom, he was like, I have, HOEs and stuff, like
Right.
saying like he has with the girls and stuff. It's like so much. And it's like she just doesn't care. It's like it's just she's blinded. And I don't know what to do. I feel bad for her, but like the
Mhm.
show is just entertaining to watch. Like it's just funny because it's
Listen,
like
I thought I didn't say this on my recap. I want to say this to you and to the entertainers. You know when Blue said during I forget the mission is in the recap. Blue says to the mom, um, I did he said that she did some things around her parents that he's seen her do. So what I got from that is was she looking for a John in front of her parents? Like the next trick, the next caller? That's what it was giving. What do you
oh
think?
my, I
Did you
don't.
catch that?
Yes, I caught it.
Yeah.
It's like kind of tell Blue didn't from what he's saying and the way he acts towards his mama is like very cringy. And it's like what the heck, like who acts like who talks to their mom like that? But you never know. It's probably just the household he grew up in, or just the monster he put in himself. Like the same thing with Rock. Like it's just like a lot of stuff. And then like another part I wanted to talk about is when they walked in, like when the mama and all them walked in, you could kind of tell Rock was like Rock would have been hit them. Like let's just be honest, Rock would have
Oh
been
yeah.
hit them, but Rock, like let a lot of stuff slide. I guess because of Blue,
Oh yeah.
she like let a lot of stuff slide. But I feel like at some point she would have did it. Eventually, if they probably would have hit her or tried to fight her, she would have tried to fight them.
Oh yeah.
And I low key side with his brother because yeah, of course you're gonna defend your mom. So I low key side with him on that because
Right.
ain't no child gonna let nobody hit their mama. So
Exactly. It don't
yeah,
matter
like
right or wrong. Like you can't get mad at the brother because like that's his mama. And then you low key can't get mad at Rock because imagine somebody throwing stuff at you. You gonna want to hit them.
yeah,
Like you throwing
yeah,
stuff at me. It's glass.
I yeah, I understand that part too. Like it's just a two-way, but like it's like Rock. It's mainly her to me. Like I'm gonna just admit that I'm a fan of her, but like it's her to me because it's like her mindset is just very childish. If I have to just say it, but okay, now let's talk about the trailer.
Mhm.
Basically, we kind of already know the plot already. Who fighting, who's scrapping, who doing what they gotta do. This, that, and the third.
Right.
My thoughts on this is it's it's a good season. The lineup is very it's my chef's kiss. Like it's more like
Oh
it's a
yeah.
good it is. But like this season, Scotty is active, but you could tell she's still because like you could tell Razor's been pressing her like the whole time. It's like she doesn't want to do it. Then you let Natalie out of all people the slip on jacket beat you up like that. Like who
Not
like
Miss Slip
really
on jacket.
Miss Slip on Jackie, like, come on, let's be for real, Scotty. And like I'm like the other caller, I laughed when she got the crying to Natalie because low key in my head, I'm like,
My friend.
you, you know what I thought of? I thought she was gonna tell her the same thing she told Sarah when Sarah got the crying. Yeah, you know what? Forget you. I thought she was just going. That's what I thought of. I said, oh
She
my
should
god,
have
this.
hit her with the Mimi. You hurt me to the core.
I swear I thought it was gonna be like another moment like that. And then I'm like, oh my god. And then with the Rock situation, you could see Rock and Natalie kind of exchange back and forth. To me, it's like a slow build up, and I feel like when Rock does pop on her, she's gonna pop on her bad. Like it's gonna be yet to come. Like I feel like it's coming. Like only I be quoting Christina. You know, Christina when they was about to have their little second fight, Christine was like, "It's coming, it's coming." She ever gonna
Oh
get
yeah.
punched on the next. That's what it felt like with Rock. I'm like, Rock is gonna end up whooping her. Like it's coming. But Rock, I love her. Only thing about her that irks me about this, she's my fan favorite. She's her, Razor, and Kataya. Those are the ones I'm looking forward to. But like Rock, only thing about her, she could fight. I don't understand why she has the need to sneak people if you could fight. Because you could
Right.
the exchange, but it's like you could fight. So why do you need to sneak people? And it's like if you wanted to fight low, just tell low, get the what up. And
Right.
you could tell Tommy, Tommy is just
Now I seen some posts on Instagram and stuff like that. That you know, Tommy was sort of calling Rock out, like, "Hey, I've been here since VH1 2015. You know, my fans coming to watch me, so I don't know what you talking about. You think Scott? I said Scotty. You think Tommy and Chrisean gonna get into a scuffle or a kabubble or an all?
if you know what I actually do, but
Mm,
I do because if you in the trailer, Rock was like low key kind of saying like every the all eyes on me, like y'all just here, like that's what it was giving. And Tom, you could tell like Tom was feeling some type of way, but I heard it was cool and stuff, and that was geeked up, but not like buddy like her and
I
B
don't
gonna
think so
be.
because lately Rock been with Stunagara.
Yes, I seen that too. I think they had just posted
Mm-hmm.
themselves partying together. I think I seen that too.
Rock
Yeah,
been
like
with Stunagara.
yes, I think they gonna end up getting to it, but I'm not calling Tommy scary, but
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like if it was anybody else, Tommy would have been pressed the situation like she did with Lauren. When
Mm-hmm.
Lauren was saying like I should get paid more than you or something she must have said. I feel
Right.
like it was anybody else she would have pressed her, but Rock, she gonna have run for her money because that's not Stunner Girl. That
Right.
is not.
So,
I don't.
so yes, Tommy has what I call, and this goes sound so wrong. She has alcoholic hands. Okay,
Well, I
they
cannot.
hype. She got alcoholic hands. That's what I call it. Like they
She
just
gonna
go
need.
crazy.
She gonna need her two big jam bottles, Pink Whitney or something. She gonna need very
Not
much.
start going back and forth in the comments. Hold on, what's going on? Y'all need to stop. I'm sorry. Go on.
I'm sorry, I'll be scared. Your chat be ruthless. They be going in if they just.
Right. Not them going back and forth in the comments.
but yeah, like this season, I cannot wait. Now I heard that they're supposed to do a pause and Bad Boys is supposed to be next because I feel like I love the baddies, but like I feel like they need to give us a break because we just finished
Exactly.
Baddies South, so it's like I hope we get a break and hopefully Bad Boys get their chance and stuff. But this season I'm kind of excited. I hope they okay. My prediction is they do like one more season and hopefully we get like an all-star season.
Right.
I feel like that'll be good if they do like an all-star season with all the past baddies, the top baddies from each season.
Right.
So yeah, this season it looks like it's good. They have a good lineup. Like I said, I'm looking for Razor, Kataya, and Rock with her little missing tooth.
Hello to the rock. All right, thank you so much for calling in.
All
All right,
right, thank you.
all right. Season 3 baddies bad. Okay, Sister Girls charged up the phone. What's up, season 3 baddies?
Listen, forgive me. I'm sorry. Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, I don't think the brother was wrong. And like
Mm-hmm.
I said, one thing I've noticed about Rock is that I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but like a lot of times when it seems like she don't want to fight, she always says, "You're not talking to me. You're not talking to me. You're not talking." She keeps saying that. Am I the only person who's ever noticed that? Because
Yeah.
he was basically telling her straight up. All right. He was telling her shit up. He was like, do it right now, do it right now, do it right now. And she wasn't saying nothing. I mean, but
Right.
then again, they were trying to solve some things. So I'll give her the benefit of saying maybe she just wanted to see the family get along. So you never know. But that was my take on that. Okay, next. Baddies.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't look, that girl already said it, but it didn't look like Stunner was winning a lot of them fights to me. It didn't
It
look
did.
like it. It looked like she was getting so cold Stunner. Okay? That's all I'm
So
saying.
close to
Okay?
monster studied.
Yeah, right? But my thing is, I think it kind of seemed like they were ganging up on Biggie.
Oh,
Was that
okay.
just me? Like, because the way she was talking, it just seemed like you ever see somebody when all the people are talking to them at once and they're just trying to get their point across. That kind of seemed like
Right.
that to me. But I mean, hopefully not. But did you hear? There's a rumor that's been going around. I don't know. It's very, very, very alleged. But that DJ Sky took a bite out of Biggie, like fun bite.
So
There's a
wait,
rumor.
so you
I gotta
say DJ
find that.
Sky got into a Big Biggie?
No, like hooked up with her. That's what that it's allegedly. But I gotta find where I read it at. Somebody was reviewing all the fights and they were saying, oh, another alleged was that she hooked up with Biggie. So I didn't know if
Ooh.
you heard that, but I gotta
I
send
didn't
that
hear
to you.
that
So
yet. Maybe
that
that's
would be
because I
some
feel like this
tea.
season they're smart enough to hide some fights. I think so.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. But they like to be kissing, so But
Mm.
anyway, um, that's pretty much all I had. I mean, the whole Blue and Krishan thing, like, I didn't get to call in last week, but that was just too much. And like, I know they're probably gonna give them a season two, but at this point, like, we're literally just glorifying everything at this point. You're
Yeah.
glorifying their family being a mess. You're glorifying her drinking in front of a therapist. Like, come on, dude. Like, this is not even cool. Like, and I don't know if you listen to Armand Wiggins, but he was
Mhm.
basically saying like, as much as people talk about Blues, low key Zeus is kind of just ringing her out for as much as they can get.
Oh yeah, that's why somebody said in my comments they think that Rock isn't. She said she's not coming back to Baddies next season. I said if you don't think Lemmy, made her sign a 50-season contract with Zeus, you're
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Because I know he did.
Mm-hmm. And it's just one of those things where it's just like it's gonna be hard for her to get away and out on her own and even flourish because
Yeah.
she's wrapped around in so many 360 deals from allegedly from here to freaking Australia. Like,
Oh
and it's
yeah.
just sad because it's like, girl, like I don't know, but his mom was acting crazy. Like, I can't stand that. And me and my mom get into it about that. And it's like, I get it, you're this big old age, but you still need to conduct yourself. Like, you cannot just, oh no, I want to do this, but I'm going to use your money. No. Like, and this show is just showing me more and more that Blue is actually sensible. I'm not saying everything he does is right,
Mhm.
but a lot of the time I'll be looking at it like, oh, Blue really ain't the problem. Like, he's really trying to make it work. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, sorry, I'm tired. It's been a long day, but I know I have a
No,
baby
you're
by home.
good.
But yeah, no, this is just a whole mess. And oh, my last thing, I
Mhm.
think that when Natalie got into it with Krishan, I think Krishan probably immediately left. That's why Natalie was talking big and bad, and I think Scotty might have been like, had Krishan's side, and I think that's why Natalie, because the way they were fighting, she's like, no, no. And I think she was just might have misinterpreted something she said, and then Natalie
Right.
just was like, oh, well, Krishan's not here, even though Krishan was there, you wouldn't do nothing. But she's like, I'm gonna just get on this girl, and it's like, girl, Scotty should have just two-pieced her real quick because no, I'm
Scotty
sorry.
was screaming like she was in a haunted house. She's like,
I
no.
know, screaming and running away, girl. If you don't turn around and get that ponytail and wrap it around her neck, stop. Anyway, but we shall see. Kadia's outfits are on point too. I don't know who had on that leopard print thing, shaking them big dead cakes, but boo.
I
By the
think it
way,
was
I can't.
Claudia.
By the
Mhm.
way, I'm placing my order for the mug, and I will be doing a
Guys,
full blown season 3 baddie photo shoot with that.
cop y'all
Period.
merch. Make sure
Anyway,
y'all
all
cop
right. I
y'all
love
merch.
you. I love you, boo. I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, night. All right, yeah. Make sure y'all cop y'all merch. Okay, it's giving powdered donuts. Okay, and then I got them big dippy cakes, and then the see you soon sis merch as well. Apparently, since I've take my little mini hiatus, the girls aren't even just doing powdered donuts. They're doing sprinkle donuts, aka Tina. Okay, and I'm talking about Gutta. That's what I heard. They're using sprinkled donuts. So the powdered donuts aren't even a thing anymore. It's sprinkled donuts. That's crazy. Let me know what y'all think about that. That's it tonight for the after show. Let me know what you guys think about the Baddies trailer in the comments down below. Okay. Like I said in the beginning, I really got to give Natalie her flowers because this season actually looks like it's going to have some interesting content versus last season because the last season was a whole lot of filler. Okay. Let me know what you guys think, and we are out, babies.
Ain't no personal thing.